This video is a condensed version of the Scottsdale videos because I'm in between projects right now. I'm not done filming. I'm not done working on them. I gotta have a video. So that's why I stuck these all together, just so I could put something out there. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm fixing this rust here and then this rust here. And there's some inside. There's some right there. And then there's some over there. And this isn't a restore. This is a, man, that's loud. This is a fix the rust, sand it down, put primer on it. Then they're gonna take it and paint it themselves later on down the road, just to drive around. I'm gonna use this as a template with some sheet metal I got in the bed. Kind of pound it out and make it the right shape. That is enough grinding, cutting for tonight. I'm gonna have to open the garage door so it's less loud. It's loud for me. But there's that piece. Okay, I got the piece in here with these little connectors because I don't have 6 hands. I'm gonna tack this on there, and then once that's in there, try to start making this piece. Somehow connect or bend this one, or I don't know, but I gotta get this one tacked up. I don't know where all my stuff is. Be prepared for some mediocre welding. So I used the piece that I cut off, and I am trying to make it fit. I can't use clamps, so I've got to use my hands. I'm gonna tack it here a lot and try to get it to where I can close this gap with hammers. Just beat the crap out of it, and maybe it'll flow good enough so I can grind it down and put some mud, and it'll look all fine. But I can't use clamps or vice grips, or I don't have a magnet, so I gotta use my hands. And this is always fun. Drop my leg. I'm on fire. Oh, you're on fire, Ricky Bobby. Doesn't look too bad. Don't look at the ugly welds. I'm not done. But I mean, it's got the shape. Not too bad for not having a patch panel. I just gotta do that one back there. Yay. Now it is prime time. I got my eraser wheel and I finished sanding it. I finished all the dents. So now I'm gonna throw some epoxy primer on it. I would like to prime the whole thing, but I'm at my house, so I can't really do that. I don't want to fog up the garage. So I'm doing a couple panels at once. So I'm gonna do these panels and then ones later, whatever. Just, it is what it is. So I put a cut right there to kind of let it bend, and then I completely butchered it as I was welding. I just burned through it. Yay. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. This is just, oh boy, man, I love it when things don't do the things they're supposed to do. You gotta make them. Sort of. If you notice, like, ooh, man, that is some fine cutting right there. That's what I'm talking about. Too much wire? Well, there it is. It's tacked in. It's kind of ugly, but it's the right shape is close. I'm gonna like hammer this down and make it curved, and there's a big gap. See that big hole? I'm gonna cut a piece of metal and fill that in. But y'all need to watch out. There's plenty of welding and other crap. So yeah. So I got these two spots patched in. Y'all didn't see me do those. I got these spots patched in and mudded. And I didn't show you all that because I spent a whole day working on it. A whole day. I even fixed the tailgate. Y'all have watched me do enough stuff. So now it's ready to prime. Let's get to prime time. Look at that. No more rust. It's the shape. Same back here. I mean, it's pretty good. You can see, you cannot see. Ignore me. I missed a few stuff. I had to close the garage door because I was trying to get my primer wet. I don't need that after all this work. This looks like a rocker. That sucked too. This all sucked. So the hard part is over. The other side only has one patch panel and a few dents. Then I gotta do the hood and the roof. You're probably wondering why I'm stripping the hood and not the rest of the truck. This rust does not sand off with a DA. I've already tried. So I wanted to try that machine because I may want to use it on the 65. I'm not sure. But I also couldn't get this off. This thing's working okay. This rust is on there. That side looks better. But it's still... I knew there was rust underneath this hood when I seen the green paint and I started sanding on it and I couldn't get that off. So that's why I'm doing that. And I don't know, I'm going to work on it a little bit longer, but I don't even know if I can get all of that out. It may need a new hood, because it hurts me to say, but it's pretty bad. And I still got the roof, and I can't do anything about that. I'm not putting a new roof on it. After many hours and tedious sanding and grinding, it's time to spread mud. I'm just going to spread it over the whole thing, making sure I'm pushing it in the cracks, get it in the sand scratches. It doesn't have to be perfect on this thing because it has a floor mat in it, but it needs to look okay. Don't mind this crater, or this, not crater, valley. It's going to get seam sealer in it, so I'm not really worried about it because the factory had seam sealer in it, so I'm going to stick it back in there. This took forever to do. I don't know if I've said this before, but I don't like doing rust repair with no patch panels. It sucks. Squishing the mud, getting it in there, get some more, squish it in there again. Try to make it as level as you can, or don't. Just depends on how much you want to sand. Get it down here, so you gotta sand it off and it gets in your way. What a great idea. Kinda just smear it, make it look okay. I mean, as long as it looks semi like a floor, I think he'll be okay with the... So what I like to do after I get my mud down is I sand it with a DA with 80 grit. Some people don't like that. Well, some people don't like scrambled eggs. So you eat yours fried. Some people eat theirs scrambled. Just, yeah. Sanding it like that gets it flat-ish. Then I'm going to go back over it, since most of it's gone, with the block to get it completely flat. That's just how I like to do it. It's faster. For those of you who do this stuff at home and you're broke, take this chalk line dust. I had a foam applicator, but I don't know where it went. And spread it on your mud. And it's super cheap guide coat. I was watching Kevin Tate's on YouTube one day and he showed me that. I was like, well, I can do that, because this stuff is like $4, $5, $3, I don't remember. And the 3M guide coat is $60. This is just as good. 3M means 3 times the money. Remember that. That's going to be good enough for that floor. I mean, it's going to have a mat over it. It don't matter. I got all this sanded. I sanded it with 320, filled in all the pinholes. Now we're on to Easy Sand. Y'all can't see that. Easy multi-purpose seam sealer, and I'm going to put it down in this crack. It had it from the factory anyway, and I'm going to cover up all these welds that I couldn't grind because that's almost impossible. Just gonna cram my pinky down in this hole and kind of make it smoother. I can't get it perfect, but I can make it look better. Oh no. I'm getting it everywhere. Good thing you can sand this stuff. At least this seam sealer. See, that looks better. It's hard to see this light. There we go. Let that dry for about 30 minutes and then it's ready to paint. And I'm going to paint the floor and get that out of the way before I prime. Kind of taped it off to keep it from getting completely everywhere. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go add some more reducer. Adventure time. What is happening now? Now there's red everywhere. What happened? I'm making a mess. You gotta hold it at a certain angle, and if you hold it at too much of an angle, it doesn't come out. But I need it to get in here. It also has to be thin enough. I mean, it's okay. I made a mess on the floor. I've decided to do the door and the fender, let it dry for like an hour or two, and then do the other two panels. And maybe be done with this thing today. I'm tired of working on it. I'm tired of being in my garage. Just, that's my goal for the day, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But I'm going to see how fast I can do this. I bet you I can do it in 30 seconds. Let's make it, a game, a bit, whatever you want to call it. 30 seconds, 2 coats. Ready? Go. Did I do it? Did I make it? Was it 30 seconds? Seemed like 30 seconds. Yeah, I probably wasn't. Well, this side's done. And I fixed the dents before I primed it this time, so I don't have to come back. There's something weird, but whatever. You're supposed to let it dry like 8 to 10 hours. I'm gonna go with a couple, and then maybe I can do the other stuff. If not, I gotta do it another day. But I'm gonna try, because I'm tired of looking at this thing. Just wanna out the door. Yeah. I'm out of breath. Now we wait. Is it time yet? No. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I didn't figure y'all wanted to watch me sand again. So I got it sanded and I taped it up. Now you know what time it is. Prime time. That's dumb, I know. Just go with it. Hold on, hold on. Got it. Go for it. Oh, lift it back up. Go for it.
Alright, keep going. 6 foot, 5 foot, 4 foot, 3 foot, 2 foot.
Is it
Good? Good?
you good? We good?
Yeah.
I got the bed sanded and in the booth last night. Sanded with 400. We're gonna do a little bit of taping. He's gonna put Raptor liner in the bed, so I'm not gonna like tape it off a whole lot. But goal today, get this bed painted, get the tailgate painted, and he's gonna trim in the doors and the cab. And tomorrow we're gonna paint the cab. Now who the heck is this guy in my booth? I don't know him. Yeah, I do. This is Dennis. He's the guy that owns the car. He wanted to paint it, or not car, truck. This is definitely a truck. He's painted some stuff before, so he wanted to paint his truck. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll do the body work. You do the paint work. So I'm just watching him paint. This is like the easiest paint job I've ever done. I didn't have to do anything. I just I helped him prep it and watched him paint. Right now, it's just some gray sealer that we're putting on. We gotta wait. 15, 20 minutes, I think. Let that dry, and then we'll put the paint on. I'm only showing one side of the truck bed because, you know, it's the exact same process on this side as it is the other side. Plus, there's plenty of paint work coming up to see. So here is the paint. This is a Limco Supreme single stage, I believe. The mixing ratio is 4 to 1 to 2. We used it the first coat, but we changed it, or I changed it, because it looked kind of thin and almost like it wanted to run because it was thinner. So I changed it to 4 to 1 to 1.5, because 4 to 1 to 1 was just, it was too thick, but 4 to 1 to 2 is too thin in my opinion. So we changed it. It sprays a lot better. That's just, I like it spraying like that. He liked it spraying like that too, so we kept it at 4 to 1 to 1.5. Because it is cold. It was 64 degrees in there, 65 while we were painting. But it dries, I think the flash time is 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. And it was drying pretty okay. Dennis has never sprayed single stage metallic. He sprayed regular single stage. So I just told him it's the same way, just go after it. And if there's any modeling or anything, you got to put a mist coat on it. But I think he did a pretty good job for never doing it. I've only done it once, so I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. But he did a pretty good job not ever doing it before, and he did a pretty good job of painting. I figured he could because I've seen his other vehicles that he painted, and they were pretty good. He was also taught by somebody how to paint a little bit. So, and here we are spraying the tailgate. We didn't do the backside because he's putting Raptor liner on the inside. So we just painted around the corners and the top. And any trash or bugs that land in it, they do get to stay there forever. And Dennis gets to keep them for free. Because you can't buff single stage metallic. Because you'll throw the metallics off, sand the metallics off. I don't know. I've never done it. I just know you can't because it will mess the metallics up. So that's a plus. No buffering for me. No problem here. We got the door jambs all taped up, ready to spray. He's going to spray those. We're only putting one coat on it because it's the door jambs just to make it the same color. It's cold outside. We got a fan going. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so Dennis got this thing painted. We put 2 coats on it. It looks pretty good. The flake actually laid out pretty nice. I just went back in a couple spots, like right down here, and kind of put a mist coat because on single stage metallic, sometimes you have to do that. But this one wasn't that bad. I think this color turns out pretty nice. And I will tell you, my booth works better. It clears out a lot faster. We painted the driver's side, waited a couple minutes, and then we painted this side so all the overspray was not landing on this panel, and it did pretty good. And it's been 5 or 10 minutes and this thing is clear. Last time it'd take 30 minutes. Next is the cab. Well, it's day 2. Today's getting the cab prep, getting it in the booth to spray. I may show you some taping. I may not. Probably won't show you any sanding. Nobody wants to watch me sand. I don't want to watch me sand. So if you want to see me sand, you can, like yell at me in the comments. Hey, I want to watch you sand, but I don't think there'll be any. I'm just saying. So I'll see you when it's time. Well, here it is. He's got the Raptor liner sprayed in there. We got a nice crisp edge along the top. We used 3 cans because I use my very nozzle gun and it does a better job, lets me choose the texture. Right along the top of this is where we stopped it. I think it looks pretty good. Dennis has got some more work done to it, or gonna do to this truck. I'm not doing anything else. Whenever he gets it done, I'll go, you know, like record all of it. He's doing a lot more interior work and stuff. So I'll put this in there. But here's the bed liner. Dennis finally got the Scottsdale finished. It's a couple months later because he put new seats, a new dash, bumpers got powder coated, step rails. It looks awesome. So let's go see it. That's it for the Scottsdale. Man, what a transformation, especially for a grocery getter. Just go to town. You know, that's all he wanted it for. Just go to town, make it look better. I think it looks great. He did a good job on all the stuff that he did. Interior looks way better, you know, because they had a giant hole in the seat. So thanks for watching. Subscribe or don't. Come back or don't. Throw a like or don't. You know, like leave a comment or something. Say, hey, great job, because I think it looks awesome. See you next time.